Hello, and welcome to Chair Yoga Plus. This practice is going to be about movements that help us relieve stress. Please join me as we release stress through gentle yoga movements. So we start out, just sit tall, rest your hands on your thighs, feet on the earth, whether you have shoes on or not. If you don't have shoes on, I recommend a mat or a surface that you won't slide on. And then just come in touch with your breath. How are you breathing? Our breath is so important to the movement of the body, and even breathing, that little bit of movement strengthens us in our bodies, but also strengthens us in our minds. There's nothing like releasing stress with knowing that you have control. And so in this class right here, right now, you are in charge. Do what you can and be comfortable with it. And then we'll breathe a little deeper. Place one hand maybe on the belly button or just a little bit above. Breathe into the hand. Let the belly expand a little. Don't force it, just let it be. And then let it lower as you exhale. Just drawing the breath in a little deeper, working the diaphragm here. And in turn, the diaphragm massages the internal organs, balances out all those hormones in our body, the stress producing as well as the calm producing. And then just let that go. And pause and bring your shoulders over your hips. We'll take one hand, make a light fist, thumb up, and place that thumb right in front of your eyes. Beautiful thumb that it is, right? And as we bring it in, see if you can keep your eyes on the thumb. And then push it away again. And only bring it in as far as is comfortable for your eyes. You don't want to strain here. What we're doing is just creating a little movement of the thumb in and out to sort of match our breathing. So we breathe it out and we inhale it in, exhale it out. And this pattern, this movement, this subtle movement that we have control over soothes the nervous system, quiets the sympathetic nervous system here, and then release that down, and nourishes the parasympathetic nervous system so they balance out. Let's take our chin in a circle here, just a little circle right in front of you, moving the chin in a circle. And let's go in the other direction and start to feel that release in the neck. And then push the chin forward and pull it back. So I'll turn a little sideways. So it's subtle. You might not even see me do it. Chin forward, chin back. Just a subtle little movement here. So what this does is it uses the muscles at the base of the head that so often we hold tension there. We hold our worries in our neck and shoulders. Another place we also do that is in our hips. So we'll get to the hips today too. And then come center, just be natural, and take that chin in a circle again. And circle in the other direction. And come to stillness. Take a nice breath inside out. Release the stress. So now we're going to keep our hands down on our thighs today, but bring our shoulders forward, belly in, and then release it and draw the shoulders back and look up. Forward. So it's a small cat-cow moving up and down the spine here, releasing the tension in the muscles along the spine, especially the upper back, and that's why we're moving the shoulders. Just notice how that feels. Go as deep as you want. Close your eyes. That's what I just did. I closed my eyes when the shoulders came forward and then I opened them. It was just a natural thing for me to do. And then come and sit tall. And then take one hand to one shoulder, the other. Maybe wrap them around and grab the shoulders from the back so you can see where my hand is right here. And we'll rock side to side, giving ourselves a nice hug here. And my elbows are lifted, but you can drop them down and do it here also if that feels good for you. A little continued rotation side to side with the muscles on our back. And then we'll release that all the way down. Coming to the lower body now. Bring the feet together. I like to lift and rest on the pinky side of my foot. Not necessary, but it's nice for me. And then you open the knees and sit tall. And your hands can rest here or on your hips. And we squeeze and release. Notice I'm being very gentle today. I'm not trying to touch thigh to thigh here. Just a little motion, because we do hold tension in our hips, and you might feel that. You might feel like, boy, these are really tight. It's hard to do. Just do what you can and know that you are in control. It's about releasing stress today. And then stop, press the feet flat on the earth and heel, pull them apart, and rock side to side. Staying in the chair here, we'll claw the hands and release. So one of the things that I find releases tension is when we create tension and then we let it go. And that mindful letting go transitions into our body tissue, transitions into our mind. And we can let go of our inner stress. And then release that down. Take a breath and let's crisscross our arms. Start low, one arm on top, open, then the other arm on top. And maybe bring it up parallel to the floor. Maybe bring it a little higher. Where's your sweet spot, as they say? Where does it feel the best for you? Maybe you like to transition up and down. Maybe you want to just stay in one spot. Just feel that movement in the shoulders, releasing any tension there, any hold, and then rest. And just notice how that feels. Take a nice breath, sigh it out. And now we'll heel toe those feet back together. And we'll bring the arms out into goalpost and bring the elbows forward and back, finding a little more movement, a little more range of movement here. Pulling the shoulders back, squeezing, and then releasing. That same squeeze and release, that movement that releases tension. It just makes us feel good. Let's hold it out here and claw those fingers again and open nice and wide. Claw and open. Claw and open. One more. And then we release it down and just let the arms be heavy. Feel how that release of the arms down releases that work that's in the back of our shoulders. I'm going to show you the next movement in the chair, and then I'm going to stand and show it to you standing so that I give you control. Do you want to do it in the chair or would you rather do it standing? It's called Eagle's Wings. So we start here and we reach the arms up, 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 up. Turn the palms out, bring the hands down. And as we do, we open through the chest by just lifting the sternum. Bring the backs of the hands to your lower back and fold a little forward. Keep your gaze up. And then on your next inhale, spread those arms out. Here we go. Eagle's wings. And we lift them up. and bring them back to our heart. One more time in the chair before I stand. Inhale up, turn the palms out, spread your wings. Back of the hands to your back, a little forward fold, heads up. Take the arms out, reach up, and bring them back to the heart. So find where you want to do it, either seated, like we just did, and I'll show it to you standing. When you stand, now you're transitioning some of your weight into your feet. Soften your knees here. And then again, hands at your heart. Inhale them up. Take the palms out. Nice long arms here. Bend at the elbow. Place the hands on your back and forward fold. Bend the knees. Reach out, turn the palms forward, lift back and up, and hands return to your chest. Let's do it a couple more times, nice and slow. Remember, it's about releasing stress. So you go where you feel most comfortable, in the chair, standing. Make sure if you're standing, you're bending your knees and then straightening the knees. But not locking them, not creating tension in the legs, just this natural movement of pushing the booty back, bending the knees, a little forward fold, and then we release. Inhale. Maybe take a moment here for a couple breaths before we continue. Nice breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do 2 more. I find the slower you do this, the more you feel it. It's a simple movement, but when we take it slow, we can feel its impact on our bodies. And release into our mountain. Feet right underneath our hips. Roll your shoulders back and down. And then hands on your hips. You can have one hand on the chair. And we're going to tap one foot forward and bring it back to center. Tap it out, center, and back. We'll do that a couple more times. Forward, center, side, and center, and back. Now, if your hands are on your hips, you're also working your balance. And you are working your balance even here because you're not gripping the chair. Let's try it on the other side. Stand tall, feel the weight in both feet. Again, hand on the chair, and we tap forward, center, side, center, back, center. It's all good. Or hand on your hip. Good. 2 more times. Draw the belly in. Find that your core, your center here, also creates that sense of balance. Of course it does, right? We know that from practicing yoga. Come to mountain and just roll the shoulders back and down. And then holding onto the chair, you're going to pick whatever knee is closest to the chair. Now, if you're facing the chair, you want the same side knee as the hand on the chair. Other arm comes out into that goal post. Lift the knee and bring the elbow forward. They don't have to touch. So just find that. And if you want more, here's where you round into your cat, look at your knee, and then lower it back down. Find your movement that you're most comfortable with, and do maybe 4 or 5. And then we're going to do it on the other side, so you'll see how it looks from the side here. My arm is out in goal post, opposite knee comes up and down. Perhaps you round into cat. Look at your knee. Maybe one side is more balanced than the other. Just accept that. One more. And pause. and come to your mountain. So we're going to step one foot out, the other foot out, one arm out, and the other arm out, and we embrace the day. And then we bring the arms in, and we step the feet parallel again. So it's out, out, in. A couple more. Now stay here and bend the knees and push your booty back just a little. Bring the arms down to your thighs. And then come up. Nice. Embrace the day pose. In and in. So it's out, out, down, up, and back, and in. Out, out, down, up, and back to center. One more time. Out, out. Sink it down. Rise up, spread the arms, and bring it in, and pause. Take a nice breath here. Separating the feet, we're going to scoop down and then come up and reach tall. Scoop down, push the booty back, and reach tall. Do it sideways. So you can see I'm pushing the booty back, not forward. Just this little bit of movement. The body recognizes it. It focuses on it, and all of a sudden, it takes away the stress, softens it. And then come to your mountain pose and pause. See how that feels. Now facing the chair, step one foot back, keep the whole foot on the floor. Bend into that front knee, and then your hips face the chair, and your arms can come up at first. This is our warrior one. We're going to bring the arms down and add some movement here by taking whatever leg's back, that arm's going to pull back. Look over your shoulder and release it. Notice I'm squeezing my fists when I pull back and releasing when I come forward. Just another way that I find movement in the body that releases stress. One more. And then release, hands to the chair, step it in. And maybe 2 or 3 breaths in mountain pose. And sigh out the exhale. Other foot goes back. Both feet making good contact. Bend into that front knee. And let's just take that warrior one position first. And then bring the hands parallel. Whatever leg's in back, that arm's going to twist back. Pull it back that elbow. And then bring it forward. And you can make a fist when you pull back. Release the fist forward. Just to find a little extra release of tension through the arms. One more. And then release, hands to the chair. We step it in and come to our mountain. Roll the shoulders back and down and turn the palms forward and back. Forward and back. And as you do this, feel the feet anchored into earth. Draw strength, knowing that you stand tall, and you draw the body up away from gravity. One more time. And then we'll step the feet apart just a little bit, softening your knees. Arms into an I position and down, and into a Y position and down, and then into a T. Hold here. Reach the fingers in opposite directions. Open up through the front of the body. And then exhaling down. I, Y, T, and hold, and down. So we're holding the pose, but we're not holding our breath today. We're just letting the breath be natural. And T, and down. And then roll the shoulders back and down. And roll them forward. I'm going to come back into the chair as we end our short practice today on stress relief. I'm going to talk a little bit about the breath. We can relieve a lot of our tension and stress by focusing in on our breathing. And sometimes we can have fun with it, right? So we'll do lion's breath today. Only 3, so we don't want to hyperventilate, just 3 lion's breaths here today. So you sit tall and you take a nice breath and you bring the arms up and claw those hands again like we did at the beginning of class. Maybe a little squeeze in the back of the shoulders. And then you lean forward a little bit and you just really push the breath out through the mouth. Stick your tongue out, be silly. One more. And now just breathe normal. Notice how that might have changed your breath. And maybe it changed how you feel. Sometimes when we be silly, it also releases a little stress, right? Sit back a little bit more. Find your breath. And this time we're going to control the breath. We're going to inhale for 4 and exhale for 4. No holding here today. So you can glance down or close your eyes and just feel yourself inhale for a count of 4. So exhale fully. Inhale, 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 inhale. Exhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, inhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, 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 exhale. And just open your eyes if you close them. Notice your breath. Did it slow down? Slowing down our breath slows down and nurtures our parasympathetic nervous system. So we have a more relaxed heart rate. Maybe we have better digestion and elimination. And these are all body functions that are important and also stress relieving. So if we're under a lot of stress, if that sympathetic nervous system is really high and you find yourself with your shoulder way up here and your breath is very short, sit, breathe, just like we just did. 4 in, 4 out. And if 4 is not your number, you have control. You can pick the number that you use for your breathing. So let's do it 2 more times. Here we go. Glancing down or closing your eyes. Exhale completely. Inhale, 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 inhale. Exhale, 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 exhale. Watching your breath. Inhale, 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 inhale. Exhale. Exhale, exhale, exhale. And then just let it go. Let the count go. Open your eyes and breathe. And on your next exhale, let's sigh it out. Next time you inhale, bring those shoulders up. Roll them back as you exhale inside. And then roll the shoulders around and roll them back and down. So for our final movement today, we'll take a little twist. We'll take the arms over to the side, turn in our ribs here, keep the feet on the earth. Look off to the side, and on your inhale, here we go. We reach up, inhale, come center. Exhale as we turn in the other direction. And then from this side, we inhale up. Spread the fingers, exhale, and release down on the other side. Go with your breath. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you release. One more. And then come center. Take your nose into a circle now. and circle it in the other direction. And then bring it center. Notice your breath. Has there been any change? Notice your shoulders. Notice your hips. Notice your feet against the earth. Draw that strength from the earth up into your body. And store that strength. And know that you have a way of reducing your stress, finding a moment of calm. Thank you very much for joining me for this practice today. Bring our hands together, bow to our bodies for their fabulous work today. And join me again for Chair Yoga Plus. Namaste.